What goes up must come down. Hey everyone, it's Pastor Chris. Hope you're doing fantastic because you are fantastic and it is a fantastic day. And today we're continuing our series based on the best-selling book Boundaries so that you can learn when to say yes, how to say no, and to start to take control of your life towards a happier and healthier version of you. Now last week we talked about why you need boundaries in the first place and what happens when your boundaries are too fuzzy or when your boundaries are too big. We started to talk about how a happier, healthier version of you is just not a matter of trying harder, being nicer. It's actually just a matter of drawing cleaner boundaries in your life. Like boundaries in your habits or boundaries in your relationships. You can set a boundary of emotional distance or geographical distance. You can set a boundary of time, or you can set a boundary on just habits and behaviors for yourself. Now we were moving at breakneck speed and we actually didn't have time to get into what you can actually control inside of those boundaries. You are in charge of a lot more than you realize. You're in charge of your feelings, saying like, I will not let my emotions or my feelings go beyond this certain point. You're actually in charge of your attitude, the way you feel about things. When negative thoughts creep in, you can set a boundary on behavior, saying I will not do this thing or eat this food or spend this money. You're also in charge of your values, what you value over other things. You're even in charge of your thoughts. The Apostle Paul says that when a thought comes to your mind, make it captive, make it obedient to Jesus. And you're also largely in charge of your desires. When a desire starts to kick in or a craving starts to kick in, you can redirect and channel your desire somewhere else. And you're even in charge of love. Love, at the end of the day, is a choice that you make. It's choosing to serve somebody. It's choosing to forgive somebody. It's choosing to better someone else at your own expense. That's what love does. All of these are things that you control within your boundaries. But when you set a boundary, something else happens. It's like Newton's third law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And when you set a boundary in place on your behaviors or your relationships, there are certain laws in place and at work that you will feel and you will experience as soon as you begin to operate within that boundary. Guaranteed. And it's critical for you to be able to sustain a lifestyle within the boundaries that you place, that you fully understand and embrace the laws that are at work. This is a really important discussion. I'm so glad you guys are here. Have a great time and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.